Hi, everybody. I would like to start my Facebook Live thanking Sarah Watkins, the beautiful founder and creator of Spiritual Events and Directory, for supporting this live and all the beautiful people that are doing their lives on Spiritual Events and Directory. I thank you so much. You are an incredibly amazing woman and you support so many incredible small to medium large-sized businesses. Thank you so much. I'm just going to just do a couple of shares before we get started and get a couple of people on the show. Okay, here we are. Oh, there's so many ladies already joining us. Hello, how are we today? Talking about spirituality in business, what comes first? So we'll be doing a little bit of interacting. I'm just going to quickly share this to my page. Share something. And then we can get started. Alrighty, let's get in there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about tonight is a lot of you that saw me last week know that I am a business educator and I support wellness and spiritual businesses align their passion and purpose together. And how I do this is I created a book called The Ultimate Business Guide for Wellness Leaders. And I've brought in 13 chapters that align with the business planning perspective. And then I've created 13 chakras systems. Well, I didn't create the chakra systems. You have the chakra systems, but we're aligning the 13 chakra systems with the 13 business models so that as a spiritual being that has a very high frequency, you can then raise the frequency of your business so that both you and your business are vibrating at the same frequency. And as a special treat, when you actually start at the Earth Star chakra, which is the structured business chapter, we also have a mantra that guides you on every step of the way through your business planning. And the mantras are soft and gentle and very supportive and guide you for getting out of your head and into your heart, okay? When I say out of our head, sometimes when we're in business, we analyze things so much. And being spiritual beings and not that analytical person that needs to be writing all the time or understanding different situations, we want to feel. We want to be able to put our business together by feeling that it's the right way. We're stepping into it and it feels amazing. It feels great. So having the mantras there that support in raising the frequency of you and your business, that support each chapter of the business building process to, at the end of the business planning session, you have a 1 to 3 year business plan with a cash flow projection. So you have a starting point on where to start in your business. So I have been having a lot of talks with a lot of business people over the last couple of weeks. And the first thing that's coming up is, do you plan your business first or do you do professional or personal development? So when I've gone spirituality or business, spirituality for me is my whole life. It's my being. So it's my personality. It's my persona. It's anybody that knows me knows that I'm extremely spiritual. So I step into a space of, I concentrated on my spirituality before I concentrated on my business so that I knew who I was stepping into my business and I wasn't going to be scared about what that looked like. But being a practitioner of 20 years and not understanding business at all, I found that very, very difficult until about 8 years ago, until I met my life partner, who happened to be a chartered accountant and a global financial business intelligence specialist. And so what he does is he's an accountant, which everybody knows what an accountant is, and he supports people wanting to grow their businesses and get other entities overseas, like Hong Kong, Seychelles, other, what's another one? There's a whole heap of them, and I don't get into that space. So what we're going to concentrate on tonight is professional development, personal and professional development for who we are. And one of the ones that came up is trusting yourself. Now, I know there's a lot of us out there that when we step into this space of wanting to create our business, we have no idea how to trust. What does that look like? Who out there, give me a thumbs up on who doesn't know how to trust themselves to know where they're at in their business and to know it's the right step. Thumbs up, or say me, or let's get some chat happening, because this is really, really important, because everybody is in the same space, that everyone's in the same situation. Do I concentrate on my personal development first or my business? Any suggestions, anybody? Okay, so I'm going to tell you, it's me, definitely. Absolutely, Angela. It's definitely you. You need to get yourself right before you can actually step into your business, because if you can't get yourself right, then how are you going to get your business right? And the business is a reflection of yourself. Okay, you are driven by your passion and you live your purpose. So if you're driven by your passion, you need to grab hold of your passion, whatever it is. And some people don't know and go on this self-searching journey of, what is my passion? I don't understand what that means, but let me tell you something right now. You will know what your passion is when you feel it. It's undeniable feeling of, oh my gosh, this is it. I can't think or feel anything more than this, what I have in front of me. And mine was always not understanding business, being passionate about being in business, but then taking that next step. And once I found out that there were so many of other wellness business owners or spiritual business owners that didn't have a business plan, that didn't understand business, that didn't price themselves into the market, that don't value themselves into the market and go, oh my gosh, I just don't know how to value myself. What, other people are charging this price, but my current clients can't afford that. So I'm just going to keep my prices low because it's in my comfort zone, and I'm just going to just play around here. And that's fine. There is no wrong, there is no right, and it is what it needs to be. But if you want to be a little bit more successful and come out of being, whether you're in a hobby business, and a hobby business is where you don't have a registered business, you don't have a bank account, you're playing very small, you're working full-time or part-time because you've had children, or different situations for different people in different families. That's a hobby business. Okay, you don't have branding, you don't have logos, and you're passionate about what you do, but you don't know the next steps. Well, my book was created especially for you. And if you're listening to this and you want to learn more, or you want to understand more, I am more than happy to support you in what that looks like. So trusting yourself. The next one I want to speak to you about is influences. So when you trust yourself, you have influences over people that follow you or people that don't follow you, over situations that you can control and not control. And when we get into this space, it's all about what you have influence over, okay? Not what other people have influence over you. Don't get the two mixed up, because it can be easily mixed up. And this is where judgment comes in, and negativity, and we don't want to reside in that space. Be in a space where you are all authentic, you're congruent, and you're walking your walk and talking your talk, because this is what you love. You're passionate. So always be true to yourself, be authentic, get into influential places that you have control over, and that you can then support people that love and trust what you are doing. Okay. The second thing, marketing. We all get stuck on marketing. Who gets stuck on marketing? Me. I absolutely suck at marketing. I don't like it at all. But in saying that, we need to embrace it still. Okay, we still need to know a little bit about what we are, who our ideal client is, who we're marketing to, and what language we need to use to attract that person into us, okay? And a lot of us say that I'm just going to just manifest that and it will come, okay? You can manifest till the cows come home, okay? I've manifested for years and nothing happened, okay? And I am a massive manifester. What I did realize is when I was manifesting is you have to write and release. Get rid of the old to bring in the new. Write down the old, get rid of the old and bring in the new. And once we're actually writing and releasing, we're bringing in so much more for ourselves to grow into our full potential of what we're meant to be doing here on this planet. So we're not holding on to, no, I can't do that, or no, it's whatever. It doesn't mean, there is no excuses. There's only do's and action. Okay. And if you don't know, ask anybody, ask somebody, just hop into a chat. Even if, they're, somebody that you've been following for a little bit, and you ask them for a 15-minute chat. Normally, if they are true and authentic and you are following them and they can see that you're commenting, anybody that I know of that are in a hands-on business, not high corporate, I don't mean high corporate, anybody that's in a small to medium-sized business will always give you a 10 to 15-minute chat to just kind of see where you're at and support you in putting the right steps forward. Okay? And I was on a call yesterday, and it was 20 women, and we're all co-authoring a book. And the guy that's publishing it says, ladies, about marketing, I want to hear every single crazy idea that you have about marketing. And we're gone. He goes, because those crazy ideas are normally the best ideas ever. And they normally get the message out there. And because other people are thinking that they're crazy ideas, they all work. So the crazy ideas are the best ideas. Okay, so don't rule any crazy idea out. Write everything down and keep it. And then if you have somebody that's mentoring you, educating you, or you're a business coach or a friend that's in business or whoever, run it past them and just see, or start writing. Get a journal, get a notepad from Officeworks and just start journaling, because everything comes to us, everything. Okay? If we're meant to be doing it here and now on this planet, it will happen to you, and it's written in the stars. Okay? And this is a really good one for me, because I used to not be a rule breaker. I used to just sit back and just watch everybody doing different things. And when I say rule breaker, I don't mean like breaking road rules or, going extreme. I'm just like my own rules, okay, of keeping within my comfort zone and not letting too many people go pointing the finger and judging me for, oh my gosh, did you see what that girl did, or see what that girl did, or see what that man's doing, or whatever. So break all your rules. Set some rules and break them. okay? And don't get too extreme. And then come back and then rewrite them, because I promise you, you'll write it differently and you will see those rules that you set before, that you set the intention for, will be completely different. And then you'll see it in a whole different perspective. That's another little exercise. It's absolutely phenomenally amazing. I really, really liked that little exercise. The next one is do not fear failure. Okay, some of the biggest corporates, Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, all those guys failed in one way or another, in business, in life, in their marriages, in not getting married, a whole heap of different things. Don't fear failure, because when we fail at something, I don't call it failure, I just call it a lesson. Okay, we need to learn our lessons so we don't make that same lesson again. If it doesn't feel right, then you know not to go down that path again. If it feels amazing, you know to embrace that 100%. And really, really, really trust your instincts, because you already know. You really, really do. And it's normally those times where we go, oh my gosh, do I go down there or do I not go down there? My gut's telling me to go down there, but I'm really feeling that this is the way. And then left is the right way, but we take the right way. And then we go, oh my gosh, I should have trusted my instinct. Failure is feedback. Absolutely. Yes, Natasha, it definitely is. Angela, I agree. It's the best learning tool. It really is the best learning tool. And so when we get started in business, the more we fail, the more successful we are going to be later on down the track, because we've learned our lessons. We know not to go down those paths again. Okay. Here's another goodie. This is another one that was really hard for me when I was coming into business, and that's where people would say something like, I would go, I'm just wondering if you could just hear my biography, or if you could, I've just written this information detailed report about what I want to put on my website. Can you just read it for me? And I go, yeah, no worries, just email it through to me. And then I'd wait a day, and then I'd wait 2 days, and then 3 days, and they're called no-sayers. Okay, the people that say that they're going to do something and don't follow through with that. Okay, we have to find our tribe. We have to find people that are authentic, people that are congruent, people that say and do what they say that they're going to do. Walk their walk, talk their talk. End of story. No sayers got me into a little bit of strife where I waited. And I waited and waited around, because I really wanted their feedback, because I believed in them and I trusted them. But I didn't believe and trust in myself that I knew that that content was right. So I gave my power away. We don't need to give our power away. We already have the power that we need to move forward. We just need our tribe around us to support us to be in that situation. Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay, and another thing is good things come to those who wait. That's a crock of shit, because I believed that because my mother told me from a young age. Good things come to those people who wait. Well, I waited. I'm just like, Mum, what do you mean? What does that mean? Good things come to those who wait. Mum, I'm waiting. She goes, you just have to wait a little bit longer. I'm just like, oh, okay. And then I went to a business seminar. Who was that? Roger Hamilton. Don't know. Sure, it does make sense. Absolutely, it does, Angela. I went to my first business seminar, probably around about 16 years ago, Roger Hamilton. And he is a mover and a shaker, okay? And he said this thing to me, well, not to me, to the audience. Anybody that is waiting around for good things to happen to them in their business is waiting and will be a skeleton in their seat if they keep continuing to wait for their whole life for good things to happen to them, because it's not going to happen. So what you have to do is you have to work like hell and hit the ground running and do absolutely everything that you know to be true, to work as hard as you can in your business to get to the goals, the missions, the dreams, and the values that you support in your day-to-day life for yourself and your business, because your business is a reflection of who you are. Okay? So people will buy from you and love you because of the reflection that they're perceiving from their passion and their purpose. If they're walking their walk and talking their talk, you're going to feel it and see it in a heartbeat, and you know that that's part of your tribe and you want to be a part of that because you're going to gravitate to it. Actually, the frequency is going to pull you to it. It's just a matter of whether you're going to hesitate or not, or you're going to embrace it and just jump straight in there and just go, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for you my whole life. And sometimes they're already under our noses. Okay, and the last one I really want to talk to you about is giving back. Okay, when we give back to other people, it feels amazing. It feels so amazing. Well, for me it does. I give back a lot to small charity organisations, homeless organisations. I support a registered charity that I started 5 years ago called One Purse, One Planet. And what I do in there is support humanitarian projects and get them business plans up and running so that they can have a starting point to get their humanitarian project off the ground. And so I support global charity projects wherever they are, whatever they are. There is a criteria so that they don't miss out on an opportunity of, you know, saving a community anywhere around the world, saving the planet, doing a good deed, starting a new invention. Like, people have great ideas, and they're not out there because they don't have an opportunity as a starting point to get started. So I give back in that way, and I've got some absolutely amazing stuff coming in April where I've got businesses supporting businesses. So corporate business will sponsor a humanitarian project business to get that business up and running somewhere in the world, and it's just going to be phenomenal. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. If you have any questions, please let me know. We've covered tonight, I'm just going to do a rehash just for everybody. We've covered trust yourself, build that relationship with yourself so you know that you can trust yourself in any situation, especially if you're wanting to start up a business or step out of being in a hobby business into a small business owner. Influencers, be the influence. You want people to support you, okay? And you can only do that through influencing them in a positive way. Crazy marketing, crazy ideas are the best ideas. Breaking rules, breaking your own rules, to then step back, assess, look, and then once you actually break your own rules, then you can actually come back through and see through different eyes on what really is that you're actually limiting yourself from breaking rules. Okay, do not fear failure. No sayers, don't give your power away to people. You have your own power. You know within yourself that you have the passion and the purpose to drive your business to the next level, to raise the frequency of your business so that your business is at the same vibration as you. Very important. Next one is work like anything. Work as hard as you possibly can at any availability. Okay, nobody's going to do it for you, and if you're sitting back and procrastinating about it and you're in your comfort zone, then it's not going to happen nowhere near as fast as it possibly could happen. And the last one, give back. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I absolutely love supporting small to medium and large size businesses around the world. If there's anything that I can do for you, to offer you any suggestions, any tips, any tips or tricks to support you in your business, please contact me at the Wellness Business Academy Facebook page. I'm on LinkedIn. I have a website, wellnessbusinessacademy.org, and obviously on Facebook. Thank you so much, everybody, and have the most amazing, most beautiful evening. Over and out. Namaste.